This commercial had been airing on the Hallmark Channel during the peak holiday programming. The two brides kissing sparked a petition from a socially conservative group called 1 Million Moms. The network eventually ditched the ads but kept other versions featuring heterosexual couples. A spokesperson for Hallmark says, "We felt it was in the best interest of the brand to pull the ads and not continue to generate controversy." But that only generated more controversy. The decision quickly became fodder for comedians.
I'm Emily Kringle for Hallmark, reminding you to stay straight out there.
Ladies, relax. If your kid is watching the Hallmark Channel, he already gay as hell.
Hallmark Channel is changing course on its decision to pull an ad featuring a same-sex couple.
Hallmark pulled commercials for the wedding site Zola. At first, Hallmark said they stayed away from controversy, but now says the removal was the wrong decision. And they're, quote, committed to diversity and inclusion.
Because of social media, beware of what we call the tyranny of the few. That's a small group of people who look like they're making a lot of noise and pretending they're a big group of people.
This marketing expert says Hallmark was trying to appease their base audience, but removing the ads likely caused more damage.
Was it a strategic mistake? Of course it was, because they got a much bigger problem on their hands now, and that's called a whole bunch of alienated viewers who just might take it out on you by not watching your station.
Tonight, Hallmark apologized for pulling the ad and said it would be reaching out to the wedding planning company to reestablish their partnership and reinstate the commercial with the brides kissing. Tanya Fletcher, CBC News, Vancouver.
Hallmark Channel announcing overnight that it will run a commercial showing two women kissing, and that was in the face of fierce backlash for pulling the ad. Will Reeve is here with more on this story. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, Cecilia. The ad from wedding planning website Zola featured a lesbian couple kissing at the altar, which drew the ire of conservative groups. So Hallmark then pulled that ad from its channel, saying that it had become a distraction. That blew the whole thing up, and now, under pressure, Hallmark is apologizing and trying to unmake its mess.
Do you think Zola could have made planning your perfect wedding easier?
We do.
This morning, after igniting a controversy by pulling ads from wedding planning website Zola featuring a same-sex couple kissing at their wedding, the Hallmark Channel is reversing course, now open to putting the commercials back on the air.
We've helped 1 million couples plan their weddings.
The president and CEO of Hallmark Cards, Inc. saying in a statement, quote, "The Crown Media team has been agonizing over this decision as we've seen the hurt it has unintentionally caused. Said simply, they believe this was the wrong decision. We are truly sorry for the hurt and disappointment this has caused." Hallmark adding that it'll be working with Zola to, quote, reestablish our partnership and reinstate the commercials. The head of the advocacy group GLAAD weighing in on that decision overnight.
This reversal is so important for the LGBTQ community, who 2 days ago were told that they weren't worthy of running an advertisement on the Hallmark Channel. The decision to put the ad back on the air is absolutely 100% the right one.
Famous for its annual countdown to Christmas movie marathons featuring made-for-TV movies full of cookie baking, skating, and G-rated romance.
Some people just feel like
home.
The Hallmark Channel came under fire after pulling the ads in question in response to complaints from a conservative advocacy group. Hallmark's parent company, Crown Media, explained their initial decision to ABC News, claiming the debate surrounding these commercials on all sides was distracting from the purpose of our network, which is to provide entertainment value. Backlash was swift and viral. The hashtag Boycott Hallmark Channel trending on Twitter, with celebrities such as Ellen DeGeneres tweeting, "Isn't it almost 2020? What are you thinking? Please explain. We're all ears." GLAAD responding, Hallmark Channel's decision to remove LGBTQ families in such a blatant way is discriminatory and especially hypocritical, coming from a network that claims to present family programming. Saturday Night Live even jabbing at the controversy this weekend.
Well, that's right. The true reason for Christmas is husband. So this has been a winter boyfriend for holiday Christmas. I'm Emily Kringle for Hallmark, reminding you to stay straight out there.
After Hallmark's initial decision to pull the ad, Zola released a statement saying it would no longer be advertising on the channel at all, pointing out that its other nearly identical ads were deemed okay to run on Hallmark, the only difference being those portrayed heterosexual couples at the altar.
They certainly heard a lot of feedback and made the change.
Talk about a distraction.
Yeah, thank you, Will.
You might be wondering why a lot of people are talking about the Hallmark Channel this morning. No, it was not one of their romantic comedies gone viral. It was the channel's decision to pull 4 television ads featuring a lesbian couple kissing. Those ads were pulled after a petition by the conservative group 1 Million Moms. Now, asked to explain why the ads had been rejected, an employee of Hallmark's parent company said the channel did not accept ads that are deemed controversial. But they also declined to comment on why a nearly identical ad featuring a bride and groom kissing was not rejected. Now, here's a look at one of those ads. This is all for the wedding planning website, Zola. I'd never heard of them before. This company submitted 6. 4 of those ads featured a lesbian couple. Hallmark pulled those 4 and left the 2 featuring hetero couples. That's when Zola withdrew the remaining ads. They didn't like that those ones were pulled. Now, GLAAD tweeted about all of this, calling Hallmark's decision discriminatory and especially hypocritical, coming from a network that claims to be a family-friendly company. Ellen DeGeneres, the comedian, also tweeting about it, saying, "Isn't it almost the year 2020? Hallmark Channel, what are you thinking? Please explain. We are all ears." Now, a day later came this explanation and apology from the Hallmark company. The Crown Media team has been agonizing over this decision as we've seen the hurt it has unintentionally caused. Said simply, they believe this was the wrong decision. That's just part of the statement that they put online. Now, some folks, they don't believe all this. They say it's unfortunate the Hallmark company caved in. They don't like that the company apologized and said they would air those ads again, saying they were disappointed that you've caved. Others, though, heralded the decision, even adding to it, saying, something great could come of all this if Hallmark decided to finally have some shows that featured members of the LGBTQ community in their movies. 40 new Christmas films this year, and not one of those has a homosexual person, is what this person, Aaron, was saying. I was also looking at our Facebook page. Some people said they're not going to watch Hallmark anymore. One person, Vincent, saying, "Why though? Why is someone else's life choices enough to completely prevent you from enjoying Christmas movies this holiday season?"
It certainly has a lot of people talking. Not the right time, I would say, for Hallmark.
Yeah. Christmas cards, holiday cards, they're trying to sell that. They're trying to sell their movies, their TV shows. Busy time of year for Hallmark. Not what they wanted to have to do.
Not at all. Yep. All right, in the meantime, let's get over to Steph with the one thing you need to know in traffic.
All right, guys, one thing